So this is my first mountain biking YouTube video, and I thought I would tackle something that I found was something I was uncertain about when I was thinking about doing the Golfie, because when you look at the videos it's pretty extreme. When you read about it, it's regarded as being the hardest place to ride in the UK. So as an intermediate rider, I thought to myself, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. So I got some advice from more experienced riders who regularly ride at the Golfie. I followed their advice, which was to go to Glentress first, which I know very well, and do the off-piste stuff there. So I've been doing that for a while now, and I thought about 6 months ago I thought I would start and do the Golfie and see how it goes, and it's gone brilliantly. It's really good, it's really challenging, but definitely not outside what my capabilities are on the bike. So I wanted to make this video as my first video, so that if there are other people like me out there who are thinking about the Golfie, they're thinking about travelling up, or maybe you're local to here and you've not done it yet, but you're just not sure if you're ready yet, hopefully this video will be for you. Alright, I'll see you on the trails. Okay, so here we are at the Golfie. This is the golf course. And up here is the entrance to the trails. And it's nice and windy, which is good because it's boiling. So the Golfie, are you ready for the Golfie? Well, I've only recently started riding it, maybe 6 months ago, and what I found is it's a big step up from anything I'd done before, but manageable. And it was manageable for a reason, because I did the off-piste trails at Glentress first, which was advised to do because they act as a sort of stepping stone. If you're used to riding trail centres, red and blacks, this is something else. It's a big step up. Maybe some of the harder blacks on a few trail centres could be comparable, but not very many. So if you're unsure if you can manage the Golfie, but you want to try it, then I would suggest go to Glentress, which is next door, just along the road, and try the off-piste. Because if you can do the off-piste comfortably there, then you're probably ready to give this a try. Now, another thing about the Golfie is there's a lot of climbing, and it's all fire road climbing, almost all fire road. So if you're planning to do it on a regular bike, you better be fit. Most people up here that I see, including myself, are on e-bikes, because it just means you can get up to the top twice, maybe even 3 times, depending on how much power you're using, and you can really make a big day out of it. If you're on a normal bike and you're not super fit, you're going to struggle, I think, unless you walk with the bike, but it's quite a long way up. It's a nice ride up. So yeah, I'll join you again at the top. Okay, so this is what I would say is a good trail to start on. It's not too difficult, it's one of the easier ones. It's quite long and there is a long climb up to it, but I think it's a really fun trail, and yeah, if you're just starting out the Golfie, probably a good one to start on. There are others. I'm going to show some of the easier trails today anyway, so anyway, let's get started. This one's called New York, New York. And I'm going to be taking it relatively easy. I've been up here for a while, and it's dry, which means it'll be very loose, especially at this part here. So, no sending it straight away, just get into the groove. Jump here. So it's very loose. Rear almost stepped right out there. Yeah. So we take it easy down this first part. Ah, it's so loose, oh my god. And then we go off to the left here, into the woods. Oh, it's so dark, and I forgot to take my sunglasses off. So I am going to need to stop, because I can't see shit. Okay, let's find a safe. There was no one behind me, so it should be safe enough to stop here. Right, okay, sorry about that. Right, better to be able to see though, it's a little bit safer. Yeah, it's very loose here as well. Actually, the Golfie is one of these places where a bit of rain, not too much, but a bit of rain actually helps. Just makes the ground a bit more tacky and a bit easier to ride. Which way is it? This way, I think. I think maybe they both lead to the same. It's quite fairly narrow through the trees. Set any personal bests today. I don't even know if I have one, but as the saying goes. Right. Due to the length of this one, it is a bit of a leg burner. Really, if you're new to these enduro trails, you need to look ahead. Alright. Oh, messed that up. Keep the flow going. That's a tricky corner. I find this the hardest turn on the track, that one just there. It's so tight. Alright. Right guys. And that's New York, New York. Whew. And that is, I'm afraid, one of the easier ones. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is actually a combination of three. New school, mocker or mocker, and then pre-drinks. So these ones have a few turn-offs, so I might get it wrong, and if I do, so be it. But these are relatively straightforward, and yeah, you don't have to do it in the same order as I'm doing it. The point of the video is just to try and show you what are the slightly easier trails, which are a good starting point if you're new to the Golfie. So let's go. Extremely loose. I'm just trying to go really slowly here, just to make sure I don't damage my lovely new DJI Action 4. That's more like it. That wasn't the best line there. All that. So this is like more like the off-piste at Glentress. It's not steep. It's a little jump here. Oh. Alright, totally screwed up. Oh well. Yeah, not my best riding today, actually. Right, okay, so the next trail, which is fairly straightforward, it's called the Lower Wardle Way. The Lower Wardle Way, a bit of a tongue twister. It starts on 3G trail, the middle trail, and then you go straight on. So let's drop in. Just at this part, we just go, rather than turning right, we go straight on, and it's quite steep. It's very loose just now because of the dryness. So I'm taking it extremely easy. Looks like the back wheel locking up so easily. That's going to get a nice flow to it. Shame about the grip because, yeah, I mean, I'm probably edging on the cautious side. Oh, yeah, it's a lovely trail. It's a bit shaly here. But overall, it's quite up and down. So it's not just constant descent, but you don't really need to pedal on it. It's well enough designed that you can just let the downhill parts power you up, the uphill parts, and just as I say that, I need to put a pedal stroke in. A little bit overgrown, it's not too bad. Oh, I completely that up, I'm nearly off the bike. Completely wrong entry, wrong pit corner. Had to tripod it. And there we go. Not a difficult trail, and I'm sure I made it look pretty difficult. Oh well. Right, so next up we have Stinger and then into plan B. Okay, so this is just a fairly short climb up to from the end of the Wardle Way lower up to Stinger. So Stinger's like red 1, I think, and yeah, I mean it's probably one of the easier ones, same with that one there. So yeah, again, these ones are probably on par with the off-piste at Glentress, kind of similar. Maybe even slightly easier actually, some of them. But yeah, so if you've done the off-piste at Glentress, I'd say you're ready for this. Maybe try these ones first. I think this is it here. Pretty sure this is it, yep. Because this is the end of 3G middle. Okay, let's drop in. Off the track there. Okay, that's fairly steep actually, but not too technical. And then it flattens out here, and I just nearly missed the track again. The trees are very close. That's something you need to watch out for. On this one, on a lot of them, New York, this one. There we go. This one is also, oh, I got that wrong, a bit of a leg burner. Right, okay, so what we did there was Stinger straight into plan B. So I'm not sure which one starts, ends, etc. But that's what we did. Right, and we're back to the golf course. So I hope that was helpful. It gives you an idea of what the Golfie's like from an intermediate rider, someone who's not been riding there long. I'm certainly not an expert in the place. As you can see, I had to struggle to find my way on some of those trails. So yeah, so it gives you an idea if it's something you could do if you're capable of doing it, and you know, whether or not you should try some other trails first, like the off-piste at Glentress, which I would highly recommend. If you're coming from afar, like England or further, or overseas or whatever, then you know you can combine all of these, build up to the Golfie through the duration of your trip by starting at Glentress, do the regular black trail, do some of the new flow trails, do the off-piste, and then do the Golfie. There's also Inner Leithen as well, just across the road, which has downhill trails and a nice red cross-country trail. So there's so much here in Tweed Valley. So yeah, get up here, check it out, have fun. Bye.